I still have my Homestuck Twitter's timeline completely hidden.
Yeah, same. Also, we're live now. Just saying.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hello to anybody who might be watching!
Hello.
If anybody at all.
I don't know, I feel like I should try to actually start it, like, not while we're in the middle of talking or whatever. So when it goes up on YouTube, it just doesn't just cut in, but who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So, hello, yes, we're going to play Pesterquest. Neither of us really know a thing about it, or at least I don't.
The only spoilers I know is who appears, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I know. I also know a lot of people are talking about John Dave again lately, so...
oh boy!
Wondering where what the cause of that is.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tweet it out now.
I also know that when Dave showed up, they teased it as if it was actually Caliborn, but it was just a big old troll. Yeah, like, when they... Yeah, I saw that. It appeared on my main timeline where they showed Caliborn's silhouette as being the next volume, but it was actually just Dave.
Oh my god.
It was pretty great. It made people lose their minds because they were going like, okay, if John was the first one, obviously Dave's gonna be the next one, right? But suddenly they tease it by making it look as if it was Caliborn who was next. It was really funny.
I just realized I have it muted for some reason. There we go. So I've kind of got a better setup this time. I should be able to read the chat without turning away from the mic. But the downside is my
oh, I don't have the chat up myself.
The downside is my audio, like, processing software has stopped working, so quality might be worse than normal.
Oh, right. I forgot I need to get a new mic myself, because I learned since the Starman streams that my mic quality is not great. I sound too loud sometimes, and I hope that's not the case here.
I mean, I've had to listen to, you know, the streams we've done before, and it's alright. If anyone in the chat or whatever, let me know if the balance needs adjusting. I have tested it a bit, but, I don't know.
Let me do a quick check on my end, actually.
Oh yeah, may as well. The music, I think, should be coming through now, so...
Alright, hold on. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
How is it?
I hear myself a lot more than I hear you. Yeah, I'm definitely a lot louder.
Right, let me...
I don't know how... Well, actually... I don't know how to adjust my own volume so that it sounds quieter on your end.
Right, yeah, my input volume on Discord is already max. Hang on.
Oh, okay. Let's try this.
It's probably because, as I say, my normal audio software isn't working.
How's this?
You do sound quieter there.
Let me check on the stream. Testing!
Also testing.
I'm still louder.
Well, I mean...
I just don't want to, like... I don't want to overtake the stream with my own voice.
Well, I mean... As long as it's not horrifically loud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
So, you can whisper.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be good at that, but this is at least, well, it works.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to think if I don't want to plug this anywhere else. Does the PGen pod server have a, like, plugging yourself channel? No.
Oh man, I have not listened to PGen Pod in so long because, again, just avoiding spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm still one of the I'm still on the highest tier of their Patreon, but I have not heard anything in weeks. I'm sorry, Kate.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anywhere else to plug this really. Should we get going?
Wait, hold on, one sec.
Oh, also, anyone watching, I don't know how much you can tell. I'm recovering from a bit of a cold at the moment, so please bear with me. My voice might be the. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh yeah, you didn't tag me in a post, so I didn't see it come up my notifications.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I was waiting for that because I'm not bringing my main timeline back up. No problem. I'm using TweetDeck for reference, so yeah.
Yeah, same. So I can like tweet on that account and not see anything from it.
Yeah, exactly. I can just do this. Sorry we're taking so long. We're kind of catching up on how to stream.
Yeah, I kind of forgot. I was in Iceland for 2 weeks. There's nothing. No streaming now. Barely had internet at some places.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm ready.
I will be. I'm just gonna blow my nose.
Go ahead.
Oh, I did turn the mic off there, didn't I?
Yeah, I didn't hear a thing. You're good.
You would have heard it if the mic was on. That was a big one. Anyway, enough about my horrible nose. Pesterquest.
Finally!
Yeah, I do an intro, but let's be honest, if you're here, you know what it is. I'm very excited. I loved Friendsim.
I'm also super excited.
Good. It's excited all around then.
Went ahead and clicked start.
Oh,
volume.
start.
I'm on to volume select.
Volume select. Well, volume 1 then, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna go in order. Magic is fucking real. Oh, who wants to do the reading?
Oh, should we like kind of alternate like we did for Vastera, or you know, for different characters?
Yeah.
I guess if you think about who wants to voice John, and then the other person can be the narration, I think that makes sense.
If you want, I could voice John. And you could be the narrator. You could be MSPA reader.
Sure. This feels a bit loud. This is a bit loud. This is the game. I'm wondering if it's a bit loud, or if it's just my headphones.
Oh, hold on. It's not on my end, too.
I'll
just adjust my own volume.
Well, I've just turned that down on my end, and as before, anyone watching, let me know how the balance is.
Let me check on my end.
Oh yeah, you can. If I check on my end, it'll just like, you know, loop back in and be very loud.
I think the music volume could be a little quieter on your end.
Right, Teal Reaganleaf. I recognise your name, but I'm sorry, I have a terrible memory for names. You know, you have to remind me. But yeah.
Okay, the music volume is good now.
Oh yes,
also,
of course, yes. So that's. Of course, yes. Well, hello. Thank you for watching. Hope studying's going okay.
Chat was not connecting for me.
Feels a shame to turn down James Roach's wonderful, wonderful music. I love this track.
I did. I did miss James' music.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Now the chat's connected. So whoever that was, I'm sorry. I totally missed you. Until now. Okay. I am all set on my end.
Right, yeah. Good to go, I think. Finally.
Yeah.
Now we've done everything we should have done before I started streaming. We can get on with it.
Yes.
And so it looks like we're picking up right where it left off. It was deposited by Doc Scratch to read Homestuck.
MSPA readers finally read all of Homestuck and the epilogues.
Oh yes. It's been a long time coming. You click to the last page of the Homestuck epilogues. You read it. Then you read it again. You scroll down to go to the next section and find nothing. The little blue arrow you crave is nowhere to be found. I love this already. What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of ending was that? Absolutely nothing got resolved. You stand up so fast your chair falls over. Jesus Christ, are you steamed? Maybe eventually with further thought you'll come to appreciate the thematic elements and contributions to narrative convention. But as of right now, you need to understand. What happened to Dead John? What about Rose and Kanaya and their marriage? What about Terezi and Vriska?
God save!
MSPA reader continues to be relatable. I hope this whole thing is just MSPA reader beats up Doc Scratch for making him read the epilogues. Disclaimer, I like the epilogues on the whole.
Oh my god, that would be real meta! If MSPA reader played Hiveswap.
Has MSPA reader played Friendsim? That's the real question.
That's the real question!
God, you have to have words with someone. Stomping out of the little computer room, you blink a few times, trying to readjust to the dim parlour after staring at a screen for so long. So if they were they just there the whole time, they read it all in one go?
They just read it all in one sitting.
Yeah.
I applaud their determination.
Doc Scratch, where's that creepy round motherfucker? You sure got his number now. You know all about how he ruined the lives of 8 human kids and 12 trolls, how he played everybody, including you. The very least he owes you is a satisfying conclusion to this story.
God, this is relatable.
You march confidently down the hall in the direction of a sudden ruckus. Turning the corner, you see 2 figures. One is definitely Doc Scratch, the other is a dark silhouette in a fashionable hat and coat. I see what's going on.
I see, yeah, I know what this is referencing.
While you watch, the latter begins to hit the former with a cane. I remember this. Oh god damn it. You know what's happening. You know some lore. You need to get out of here before this place goes up in flames. Survive now, yell about the unsatisfactory narratives later.
God, this is kind of like... this is just going full circle here.
Yeah, this... For real, I do find this really interesting. The idea of, like, someone who has read Homestuck finding themselves in the narrative of Homestuck. I'm really interested to see where they go with this.
Yeah, really.
With that in mind, you leave behind this ridiculous altercation, trampling a pile of notes and photographs underfoot as you make a run for the fenestrated wall. See ya, suckers!
What gets me right now is that timeline-wise, this is before, or rather, yeah, timeline-wise, this is before everything actually happened. So while this is going on, the end of Homestuck has already happened, while the end of Homestuck is still coming.
Yeah, I think I understand.
It's really fucky.
Yeah. Doesn't Doc Scratch just read it directly during the open? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
God.
Yeah. I feel like he mentioned something about... Doesn't he mention at some point during that... No, I'm thinking of... Never mind. Sorry, I just completed that thought in my head and realised it didn't make sense.
He mentions, while this is going on, he mentions having 2 guests, one being Spade Slick and the other being you. You, in this case, being MSPA reader.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, I was getting mixed up with things.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You sail through feet first, bracing for the smell of overturned earth and the sight of the twin Alternian moons. Man, it's going to be good to see your friends again, especially now that you're armed with all of this canon knowledge. But what surrounds you is not Fozz's corpse field, it's a whole lot of nothing. Are you lost between worlds or something? Wait, no. You see a glimmer in the distance, a bright white light. Swallowing down the surge of panic, you move toward it. Uh-oh.
Ah!
I actually forgot about this. This was in the trailer, but I forgot. The light.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think it was like briefly, like a frame. But yeah, the light coalesces into the form of a small symbolic house. Hey, you recognize this house. You wonder if you can just sort of. Oh, okay. Well, you did that. So must be either gonna get retcon powers.
Yeah.
A barrage of images hits you, broken, chaotic flashes, too fractured to make sense of. You just stuck your hand into the most powerful item in the whole of this narrative, and your body is not taking it well. I see, it's just a whole bunch of panels in the back. That's cool.
Yeah.
Bright, sizzling pain hits the nerve center of your brain and radiates out to your extremities. Wow, you are a moron. You aren't a comic character. You aren't meant for this sort of metatextual energy. It hurts, it burns, it unravels you from the inside out, and then everything goes white.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, what? Oh,
what?
Okay.
I wasn't sure if that was...
For a second there, I thought it was an actual error.
Yeah,
God.
It's going fucking Doki Doki Literature Club on us.
Well, thanks for that.
That got me, because that has happened before, and that with Friendsim. I got that before, for real.
God.
Okay.
Well done.
I'm gonna go back later and read that whole error log for hints.
I should have screenshotted that, yeah.
Liking this music. Funky. Because that's like the actual error screen. Anyway.
That was really clever.
Yeah. What a lovely morning. The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. Do you go back? There is some lore. Oh, thank you.
Ooh,
I will check that
yeah.
afterwards. You find
I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, and all the sort of places that flashed by for a moment. It seems like the readers sort of accidentally retcons up themselves to John's house, I guess.
That's what it looks like.
The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. You find yourself on the sidewalk in a suburban neighbourhood, facing a neat, friendly house. A neat, friendly boy stands at the window on the second floor, looking down at you. At least, you hope he's friendly. Man, you would really love to be his friend. Some things never change.
Yeah.
At first, you think the boy is looking at you, but instead he appears to be looking at the mailbox, which is stuffed so full that the door is half open. Looks like someone crammed a whole box in here.
Ah, this is a start. This is literally the start of Homestuck.
Yeah, I think we saw hints of that in the trailers, that it takes place on the morning of April 13th just before Sperm.
Yeah.
Helpfully, you pull it out along with a couple of coupons and envelopes stamped with a green symbol. Yep. You go to give the boy a thumbs up, but he is no longer at the window. Memory prickles at the corners of your awareness. You feel like you've maybe done this before? While you're standing there ruminating, a car pulls up. Excuse me. The driver is wearing a hat and suit, and is probably the owner of this house and the father of that friendly boy. What if it's a twist and this volume's actually Dad?
What's interesting is that it's obvious this is the start of Homestuck, but MSPA reader doesn't seem to remember that.
Yeah, they don't really seem to remember anything that just happened.
That they retconned themselves.
Yeah. I still wonder if this is all part of Doc Scratcher's plans, because everything is, always.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
Yeah. Apparently, making a meat Homestuck was part of the plan. Who knows why?
God. Ah, meat.
Oh shit, you're just standing out here with all his mail. He's gonna think you're trying to rob the place. Okay, first choice. I'm gonna save it at every choice just for convenience.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah. Right, what do we do then?
Okay, so play it cool or hide the evidence.
Hide the evidence? I think the mailbox is right there.
Let's hide the evidence.
Just put it back in. Quick as you can, you turn around and dump everything in the sewer. What? That's okay.
Well, Homestuck is over. Nice. Pro gamer strats right here.
It's for the best. Whatever, it was probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox these days?
I don't even have a mailbox!
Yeah, we don't have them at all in the UK. Is that like a thing where you are? You just don't have them at all? Because that's what it's like here.
I don't remember seeing any mailboxes whenever I'm driving around. I'm pretty sure we don't have mailboxes. We just have... Well, okay, we do have mailboxes, but not like per house.
Yeah, we have like PO boxes.
We just kind of have, at least in the old town where I lived in, I was just in this area, we had one mailbox, and they belonged to everybody. So anytime I had to fetch mail, I had to go through everybody's mail to see which ones were mine.
Seems inefficient.
It's inefficient, but what can you do? It's a tiny country. We don't give a shit here.
We just in England we just like post stuff through the door. You know, like flapping the door.
Yeah, we do that. We do that too, actually. I mean, here in my new apartment, we don't have a mailbox at all. Things just get slid in my door. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, after that very interesting mailbox talk. The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat at you. Then he walks into the house, not sensing a single thing amiss. The perfect crime. Oh, but here comes the boy out the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. Nah, I don't think so. A residential boy approaches.
Oh my god, this is already off to a great start. John, I love you.
This is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It is possibly not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. You wonder what business this fine upstanding neighbourhood gentleman would have of you.
Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Who's this douchebag?
Where'd the last guy go? And where's John come from?
Hey! I saw you standing here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman? Even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit.
I like his sprites.
It's super cute! The style is so good!
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's you. You're definitely the mailman. Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today. You're just wearing your mailman hoodie instead. See the symbol? It's the symbol of, mail. Nothing stops the mail.
That's great. I guess it is true after all. That mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today?
What? No. What red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside.
Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it is my birthday, so getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red, because I guess it's cool. Oh man, I wonder what he got me.
Nothing. He got you nothing, you say. Isn't he listening? This Dave fellow probably forgot his birthday due to being a bad friend, and that's why there's no package, red or otherwise.
Oh my god. This Great.
Great poker face there.
What?
Oh, just kidding, you say? You're sure Dave's a great friend who cares about this kid a lot. His present is probably just late, and definitely not slowly sinking into a subterranean river of shit right now.
Oh my god, I love this art so much!
Yeah.
It's not... What? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about Dave's present and you're telling me?
No, you say. Absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package. Not now or ever. He should trust you, because all mailmen know everything about the mail.
Dang. So, nothing else?
Huh?
You said the box was empty. I don't think I understand. Isn't that how it always is when you deliver mail? I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put stuff in there.
Yes, that's right. You're the mailman, the absolute authority over all mail, which means your word must be accepted without question when it comes to the mail he didn't get today. You double-checked on everything. You looked thoroughly through your mailbag for anything with this kid's name on it and came up empty. Sorry, dude.
Do you even have a mailbag?
I was gonna say.
Oh, never mind. John beat me to it. You have a mailbag? Where is it?
Oh, that old thing? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came outside.
Oh no! That sucks! All that mail! Ruined!
Not wrong
Maybe
there.
I can help you fish it out.
No! You mean that's fine. Thanks for offering, fine young Samaritan. But, the government will handle this. There's, like, insurance and such for sewer-related postal mishaps.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But what if you missed something in there for me? Like a game envelope or such? Are you totally sure you didn't miss anything?
Yes, you are sure. You triple-checked and didn't see his name on anything. Besides, it's really rank down there, very sewery. All the mail has been befouled and beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother even peeking inside.
You're probably right, but... Hey, how do you know there wasn't any mail for me if you don't know my name?
What? Oh, god damn it.
Huh?
Oh, you mean, of course you know his name. Mailmen are sort of like Santa Claus. They know the names of all good little boys on their delivery routes.
Gosh! This is wonderful. The wait was worth it.
Wait, okay, that sounded creepy. You really regret phrasing it like that. It was so completely unnecessary. You know, just a lot of stuff as an important government official with lots of bureaucratic lists and stuff. For instance, the name of this young man is... Damn, why'd you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend, and you somehow managed to bullshit your way through the absolute most possible challenging I can't speak right now. The absolute most challenging version of this conversation possible. Okay, you can do this. This young man's name is... Wow, it really could be anything. He might as well have been given a random-ass name this very day, shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. So you smell poop, Lord? His name is... Wait, no, he's making a bad face. You're on the wrong track. Oh, he's perking up. This is good. Nope, bad face again. It's not Jimmy or Gilliam. That's not even a name. Anyway, yes, he likes that. Me. Shit, he looks disgusted. But me? You can really be quite the fucking idiot sometimes.
I love these faces he's making!
John Durson? Wait, he looked pleased for a minute, then it looked like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you're bad at this. You were almost there. Jonderbuilt? Yikes, no. Ah, you got it! It's just John. Of course you don't know what you're even thinking. Yes you do, those were just goofs, you explained to John. Mailmen love goofs. His name is John, you say confidently, as if you had it in the bag all along. Not your non-existent mail bag which you told him you dropped in the sewer, your real bag where the good shit is, such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries.
That's right! Wow, I guess it's true then? Mailmen really do know practically everything.
Of course John bought that.
This precious child.
You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship may be starting to click. It was rocky there for a while as you had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. But you're pretty sure you're in the clear now and you'll never have to justify yourself to him again.
Well, as nice as it is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this just kind of sucks. I've been waiting for a really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and now I'm starting to think it got lost in the mail. It might just never come now, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as, like, a present. From nobody, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. Like it was going to be destiny or something? Oh well, I guess magic really is as fake as all the scientists say it is. Oh no!
You nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say, you can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail and it is never ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago. Through your wireless earpiece which is hooked up to the US parcel mainframe. You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit. It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never play this game, whatever it was. It was probably stupid anyway. Most games are. He should try to get used to whatever kind of life he is going to live from now on in the absence of this dumb video game.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. It probably does suck, actually. I think Game Bro only gave it like 2 hats out of 5 hats.
To keep it
It might have been even... Yes, keep it real. It might have been even less than that, actually. I think it was 1.5 hats out of 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God, what a piece of shit it probably was. You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Mailman. You really opened up my eyes today. I'm going to forget I ever heard of that dumb game, and I'm just trying to... Blah. I'm going to forget I ever heard of that dumb game and just try to enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and... I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm... lonely? Oh, baby. Oh. I'm almost a little embarrassed to admit, I don't actually have any real-life friends.
Who just says all this to a mailman? He's got issues.
Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh, this is it. This is your inn. This nice boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are, and you've laid all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. You just need to slide right into his life with just a few more sympathetic remarks.
Don't worry, John. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
You actually have a lot of experience with this by now. You've made so many friends in so many places, and with such mixed results. Or you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now.
Oh no.
It probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of that again. What matters now... What matters most is you're here now, making a sweet new pal named John. You casually mentioned that this is the end of your mail route, and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you and he can hang out for a while? If he doesn't mind, that is.
You wanna hang out with me? Like, just a mailman, a 13-year-old boy, just being buddies?
You shrug a little, as if you don't care much, but you really, really care.
Normally I would say that sounds a little strange and maybe slightly inappropriate. Yeah. But what do I know? If were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea, and I'd get in trouble with my dad or the authorities or something. And probably so would you. But you seem different. Like, maybe you aren't even a person? Just kind of a weird, harmless-looking guy? Like an alien, but not really?
You don't really know what to say to any of this.
Oh man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course we can hang out. But maybe we should, keep this sort of a secret from my dad? I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems.
That sounds fine with you. Now that you think about it, you still aren't sure his dad didn't see you dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't, otherwise he would have had some words with you, surely. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line.
Okay, I'm glad you agree. Sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, sounds like it could be fun.
Oh yeah, it does sound fun. Except maybe slightly triggering since you've done a lot of dangerous, high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. But still, fun. Mostly fun. You can't wait. Yeah.
So, how should we do this? We could either sneak upstairs to my bedroom while avoiding my dad and just hang out up there for a while. Or if that sounds too risky, we could just stay outside. I got some sweet playground equipment in the backyard. What would it be? Alright.
Right. Another choice. What are we thinking?
Playground equipment, you say? Oh, let me save that. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, you tell John that you think the fresh air out here will do you some good. Also, that playground equipment he mentioned really sweetens the pot. You hope he doesn't mind. Immediately after choosing that, we got an oh boy in chat. So here we go.
Awesome, we picked a bad choice.
Yeah.
Probably. Let's do this.
After all, as a mailman, you were meant to be outdoors. You took a mailman's oath and everything. Yeah, John will probably believe that.
Sure, no problem. I totally understand. It gets real stuffy in there, especially with all the baking my dad does. We can hang out in my yard. Feels like it's been ages since I took a spin in the old pogo ride. Oh boy, the pogo ride!
Pogo ride, he says? Well, that just seals the deal. You bow flamboyantly and gesture for him to lead the way, but you quickly regret doing that because it was a little much.
Well, here it is, my backyard in all its glory. I hardly ever come out here anymore, honestly.
Oh, the pogo minigame.
I remember the pogo minigame!
That shit was game of the year.
That was back in, like, what, Act 2?
Something like... Yeah, it would have been.
With the imps writing it.
Yeah, yeah. That was fun.
There's the old trusty swing set. Oh wait, there's the old trusty swing set. Ah, bring back some good memories. And there's the pogo ride. You better hop on before I beat you to it. Just kidding. That thing is a death trap. You should really go nowhere near that thing, unless you like dying.
Oblivious to the humorous nature of his remark, you shake your head solemnly. Oh no, you say. You're pretty sure dying sucks and you never want to do it again.
Again?
Oh.
Yeah! Nice callback.
Latent memories.
Huh? That's a weird thing to say. Are you saying you've died before? Or is this some sort of a weird mailman joke?
Oh, yeah, you mailmen like to joke around a lot. Sometimes very darkly. It gets very stressful delivering the mail sometimes. And sometimes you just need to blow off some steam by making light of your mortality, and... It doesn't seem like this is going over well. To be fair, it is one of your worst explanations so far, and that's really saying something. You start to falter and lose composure. You don't seem to have it in you to follow through with the lie. You stop talking and hang your head.
Hey, what's wrong?
You decide to tell him the truth. Yes, you've been dead before. Possibly a bunch of times? You're not sure. Actually, you can't remember any of the circumstances surrounding your deaths, and you aren't even sure who you are. Frankly, Frankly, you're a little confused by your own existence sometimes.
Oh no. Well, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't... Sorry. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little hard to believe. I don't listen to what you have to say anyway, because that's what friends are for. How did that happen?
Oh, well... You cast your mind back as hard as you can. You really give it a good hard think. You remember a room and a computer screen and just this really intense feeling of frustration.
A computer screen? I mean, I get very frustrated at your computer... Wait. My throat. Anyway. I mean, I get being very frustrated at your computer screen, and I do that every day.
Same.
Programming does that.
Yeah, he gets it. It's written all over his face. This is the boy who feels your pain. He's following you perfectly.
I'm not really following.
Then you explain how you ended up in the afterlife.
Afterlife?
I'm pretty sure it was the afterlife. Maybe heaven? It was a little too freaky for heaven. But you were alone. Then you found a mysterious artifact on the ground.
You found a mysterious artifact in hell? I like that John assumed that he went to hell!
Yes, it was white and flat and lying on the ground, as if it was just waiting for you. Or waiting for someone else maybe, but you found it first by accident. You find it hard to believe that you were destined for any cursed treasure such as this. Perhaps the artifact belonged to Lucifer himself.
Lucifer? Wow.
Oh, you didn't realise you said the Lucifer thing out loud. Maybe you should consider veering this in a bit. You're beginning to wonder if you're coming off as a little unhinged here. Except John is clearly transfixed by your story, and looking a little concerned. You guess there's no going back now. You've committed yourself to the truth, as insane as it sounds. So you saw something weird. It looked like a little house? The obvious thing to do was to stick your hand inside the house, so that's what you did. Then you felt funny and teleported out of hell. That's how you ended up here, on Earth. Where, you then became a mailman, and decided to have a long and rewarding career of delivering the mail. And then you met John, and now you're basically best friends. The end.
Wow.
No.
This all sounds pretty fucked up.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? You're right back to feeling like a crazy person again. He probably doesn't believe you. It seems like you're going to have to take this even further, or risk eroding the foundation of trust this blossoming friendship is built on. You mentioned that you're pretty sure the Devil's Treasure gave you some magic powers.
Magic powers? Like what?
You're not sure. You can sort of teleport now. Also, you're pretty sure you can time travel. You haven't tested it out much, you admit.
Teleportation and time travel, huh? That's a lot.
You can prove it, you say desperately. Suddenly it feels like this friendship is hanging by a thread, and you'll do anything to preserve it. It's time to bring out the big guns. The revelation to this boy that, contrary to all known scientific wisdom, magic is far from fake. It is real as shit. For instance, you remind him that you both almost went up to his bedroom but decided not to, because the trek across the house was too risky. But what if you could just teleport there?
Sounds like a handy trick. I'm still guessing this is all bullshit though, like a prank. That's okay though, I love pranks.
Ah, but it's no prank. At least, you think. You've never actually tested his power at all. God, you hope you don't end up making a fool of yourself. Everything is riding on this.
Hey, what are you...
Here goes nothing. Ooh.
Whoa, it worked! Wow. Unbelievable! Do you know what this means, Mr. Mailman?
You shake your head.
It means magic is fucking real!
He's so happy.
His face! Aww!
You shrug. You guess it is. You won't admit it, but all you really care about right now is the fact that you saved the friendship. It should be all smooth sailing from here.
Well, it's a pretty good thing I met you, because if you didn't show up, I'm pretty sure nothing anywhere close to being this incredible would have ever
that. You consider that remark for a moment and decide you absolutely agree. You are definitely the best and most exciting thing that will ever happen to this kid.
You also said something about time travel? Can we try that too? Or
No.
would that be too disruptive to the space-time continuum?
You have a meeting out of the palm of your hand now. No need to slow this train down. Continuum schmontinuum. Whatever your new friend wants, he gets. You gonna time travel?
Oh, I know. Why don't we just go back in time by about a week? And we can stay right here. That way we won't risk messing up anything important.
Let's go back 3 days and meet Smooth John from the beta.
Oh my god!
A terrifying creature.
Cryptid John.
Sure, that makes sense. You get ready to use your new hell power and concentrate as hard as you can on the idea of 1 week ago. That's probably how it works. I'm worried.
Not much changed. Except, wait. The cakes are gone! That must mean it isn't my birthday yet, which means it worked! This is 1 week ago! Wow! Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot! Of course it was going to be a past me in the room a week ago. God, I'm such an idiot! This is going to fuck things up, isn't it? What the hell is going on here? Whatever it is, it seems really stupid. You're right, John. It is stupid. Sorry, I wasn't using my head. Don't worry, we'll get out of your hair. Hey, quick! Let's zap out to the backyards. Let's zap out to the yard so we fuck up space-time as little as possible. Ooh. Well, that was dumb. Maybe let's try to avoid you abusing your time travel powers from now on. It could really lead to a lot of messy bullshit.
You wholeheartedly agree. All you really want to do is make friends, not clown around through space-time.
Meanwhile, I guess we're still a week in the past, but now, just standing in my yard doing nothing? This seems pointless. We should probably head back to the present.
You nod. It was an interesting experiment, and it brought you a lot of credibility. But it's time to... Wait a minute, something is wrong. There's a slight buzzing in the air. You can feel it. What's going on?
What's the matter?
You tell him you think someone is coming. Quick, you have to hide.
Whoa, okay.
I'm trying to think if we know what this is from the comic.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything a week. Let's see. You and John dash into a neighbour's yard and hide behind the fence. You peek into the backyard to see what's happening. Suddenly you see it. The energy you were feeling was a whole group of teenagers randomly teleporting into John's backyard. Oh, of course!
Oh my god! From the epilogue! Holy shit! No. Oh my god!
I forgot.
Wow! Whoa! We're on the main timeline!
Oh no.
What the fuck?
You examined them more closely. They're all dressed in ridiculous, colourful outfits. Is the circus in town? There did seem to be a lot of clowns in John's house. Maybe this house is some kind of globally recognised headquarters for travelling clowns. But they're not really clowns.
We found the entire cursed circus.
But they're not really clowns, just teens wearing strange pyjama-looking clothes. 8 of them to be precise. On closer inspection, one of them seems familiar, the guy in the blue pyjamas. You think it's your new friend John? But he seems older, definitely not a 13-year-old kid like your buddy here. None of them are. They all appear to settle in for a while to talk amongst themselves. The guy in the yellow speedo gets down to business on the pogo ride. God. Totally oblivious to its dangers. There seems to be a serious... Yep. There seems to be a serious atmosphere hanging over this group of teens. Important discussions are happening. It's completely baffling to you, and by the look on your buddy's face, to John as well. Suddenly, an uneasy feeling settles over you. Like you're witnessing something that was never meant to be seen by anyone. Perhaps a rendezvous point established by this group of teens for exactly that reason, that no one would think to be watching this quiet suburban backyard right now. Should you stay and listen, or go? You're not sure what to do. You can't shake the feeling that something highly inappropriate is happening here, just by watching, like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events that to even witness this moment is not only narratively compromising, but extremely cursed.
Hey, is that guy in the blue pajamas me?
You pat John on the back. You can only imagine what's going through his head right now. He hasn't seen a time travel duplicate of himself in, well, minutes.
Man, I look so much older. What am I even wearing? And how are all these people... Wait! I know some of them! That's Rose and Dave and... Jade? With dog ears? I don't know the others, though. Wait, I know what's going on. They must be from the future! It is the only explanation, especially since we just did some time travel ourselves, just proving magic to be real. Did you have something to do with this, Mr. Mailman?
You shake your head. You are just as surprised by this nonsense as he is. It seems one or more people from this group have somehow obtained similar abilities... similar abilities offered by the held treasure you touched.
I guess they're all from a few years in the future. We're all a bunch of older, cooler teenagers. Maybe we all go to college together or something? Maybe that's where we make these 4 new friends. There's something familiar about all of them, but I can't put my finger on it. But why do we look so ridiculous? Did I join a troupe of traveling street performers, thus following in the footsteps of my father? And somehow managed to rope everyone to the act, including Dave and Rose, who almost certainly would think the idea was really stupid, even though it's cleverly great and cool, while somehow also involving time travel? I don't know. I'm so confused. What are they even doing here? Did this really happen just outside my house 1 week ago without me knowing about it at all? What else have I been missing? How much more is there to know about the future adventures of me and my friends, which have been taking place in secret like this? I wonder if there's a lot more to my life than I ever could have imagined. Actually, I should probably be thanking you? If you hadn't told me my game got lost in the mail, I might have gotten way too hung up on it. That might have totally altered the trajectory of my life. Then I wouldn't get to go on whatever sweet adventures happen in the future that would lead me to wear a bunch of silly pajamas and apparently speak with great authority in front of a group of very cool teens. Well, about that, John! About that!
Oh, sorry.
Gonna be okay?
I'm alright. You bow your head contemplatively, as if to say, you're welcome. You're welcome for your entire life and every cool thing that ever happens to you from now on. After some time passes, the group of teens seem to finish up whatever business they had in this yard and disappear into thin air. You guess that's the end of whatever that was? Since there isn't much point in staying here a week in the past, you decide to return John to the present moment.
Huh. Well, that was interesting. We were a little too far away to hear what they were saying. That might be for the best.
Yeah.
I think I kept overhearing the word English? I wonder if some of those teens speak a foreign language. Was I teaching them English? Ooh, that sure is some shitty speculation. It makes no sense at all. I guess the only thing to do is wait. I guess the only thing to do is wait until I become that John, and then find out for myself. Sounds exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Damn, I'm gonna need to think about this.
You watch as John spaces out for a solid minute, thinking about his absurd future. You glance toward that swing set, wondering if the fun times John had planned for you are going to continue to recede further into the distance as he comes to grips with his mysterious destiny. You cough a little to snap him out of his stupor.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mailman. I know I said we would do something fun, But now I think I'm in kind of an existential mood. I should take a walk and think about what just happened today. I feel weird. It's nothing personal. I just need some space.
I think we blew it.
Well, see you. Vague existential crisis. That felt like it was going towards a good end.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that was something.
Happened.
I guess we should load. Should we?
We should do the bad end immediately.
Oh yeah, from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we play it cool.
Play it cool. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself, you just hide all the mail stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes though, and the box is bulky, so all of it sort of slithers from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes. The distinguished man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see his eyes under the brim of his hat, but you are absolutely sure he is giving you a look of intense fatherly disapproval. Probably, yeah.
Nice.
A bolt of shame goes through you. Wow, this guy is good. He's not even your dad and you are just losing it under his disapproval.
I wish it was my dad.
Yeah. You expect him to start shouting and calling the cops. You're so obviously stealing his mail. But instead he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember? Or is it just the platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses time and space, eternal in all iterations of reality? That sounds like some bullshit though. Slowly the distinguished man shakes his head. He goes inside. You can't quite put your finger on why, but you know you have been summarily dismissed.
Stern fatherly disapproval. Thanks, Dad. Okay, good
Oops.
end time.
I pressed the wrong thing.
Whoops.
Okay, yeah, good end. Let's go inside. When you enter the house, an overwhelming odour of freshly baked cakes hits you like a punch in the face. Wow, there is also a lot of clown bullshit in this living room. Clown statues, and you don't have time to take it all in because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before his baking maniac of a father can emerge from the kitchen and catch you in the act. He slams the bedroom door behind you and breathes a sigh of relief.
Whew. Hard to catch a moment of peace around here with all this adoring fatherly doting and round-the-clock cake production. Yeah, how dare your dad love and cherish you, right?
What a hard
I feel like
life.
I feel like I'm suffocating around here, and it's not just because of the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products. It makes me feel like I'm being gassed in the bakery.
You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arm as if you're about to place it on his shoulder. But you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make that judgment yet, but you are concerned.
Just joking around. I mean, this baking shit is all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but I love my dad. He's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression.
That's a relief, you guess. Not that you weren't ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly you notice a bunch of movie posters on the wall. Oh wow, these are all really bad? You won't dare say such a thing to your new friend though. You immediately begin lavishing praise on all of them. Especially that one, which appears to be Mac and Me. Oh, for fuck's sake. When it rains it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements.
Mac and Me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up there because, well, I don't even know why. Whoops. Not even I can defend the film. To each his own, I guess. Oh god. Ah! My mouse is messing up and I accidentally started up Minecraft. That's great. Anyway.
This is now a Minecraft stream.
I'm happy to hear you like all the other movies though. They're all incredible. You have good taste. Except for liking Mac and Me though. It's complete garbage.
Okay, you can admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch? You really don't have to try so hard. There's a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't really thought this far ahead, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you can both do to advance this friendship.
That doesn't involve time travel?
Yeah. He's starting to look self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid really doesn't know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see now that your friendship is needed. You can see now that your friendship is needed now more than ever. You have to step up.
So, what do you typically like to,
This is me when I have anyone round. I have no
God,
idea
same.
what you're supposed to do.
This is why I also don't have friends in real life.
Suddenly, something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer.
Oh, hey, can you hang on a second? My buddy Dave is pestering me.
John settles behind his desk.
You want to be Dave?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not letting do a good Dave voice, but I'll have to try. Dude, what are you doing?
Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now.
Are you opening the birthday present I got you?
Oh, no. Sorry, Dave, but I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, I think it might be gone forever.
John, what the fuck?
Maybe you can just send me another one, whatever it was? No.
No. The thing I got you was fucking priceless and irreplaceable. If it's lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you will ever see another one like it ever again in any shape or form.
Wow. That sucks.
Oh well, whatever. To be honest, that's probably the fate it deserves.
What was it?
Never mind, just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest pro in the world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you'd probably be sad it's gone, so this is a secret I will take with me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert?
Yeah, that's fair.
So what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet? I thought her name
What?
was still TT.
Oh. Oh yeah!
She hasn't been named yet.
I mean, I guess technically they do know their
Yeah,
each other's names anyway.
Yeah.
What? Oh, no. That got lost in the mail too. It's also gone forever.
Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds and everything goes to hell. This is why I can't stop pestering you for even a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. Like, how do you even know it got lost in the mail? How can that even be formally verified in any way? You haven't even been waiting for it that long.
Because the mailman told me so.
What? Okay, I know I say this almost every day, but that actually is the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard.
It's true. He was quite sure about it.
You're gonna blow our cover. First of all, John, mailmen don't know shit. They're just guys who walk around handing out letters and stuff, and they have zero knowledge of the greater workings of the mail, let alone the specific fate of any given package. Unless there's a tracking number or some shit, but even then the mailman isn't really the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure if some mail got lost is if he was the one who lost it, or like, deliberately fucking destroyed it.
Oh god.
I'm reading the game and my sweet present going missing. Something smells goddamn fishy here. John, are you sure the mailman didn't just steal all your shit?
Of course I am!
I don't know, man.
He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him! Not even a mailbag!
My alarm bell's going fucking haywire here. Sounds like this incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and tried to cover his ass.
No!
Oh, hey, Miss Liz. I remember you.
Oh, hello! I'm glad you're here!
Good to see ya.
It is very good to see you again!
Are you sure you didn't fuck it up somehow, like get mailman stank on it and in a fit of shame and panic, like buried it or dunked it in a smelly hole?
Dave, this is insane. You're being so paranoid. Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think the game is stupid and don't even want to play.
Yeah, well, I was lying my ass off to sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play this game. It's like this whole bad thing we were all going to do as friends, and now it's ruined.
Oh.
Dave.
Aw. You're right. That is a shame. I'm sorry.
I don't know, there was just some feeling I had that we needed to play this thing for, like, destiny reasons or some shit.
He's not wrong.
Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off now, especially now that I know you won't get your sick bunny.
Buddy?
Forget I said that.
Oh, okay. I love his expressions so much!
Yeah.
They're so good!
Anyway, all that aggravating bullshit aside, what were you gonna say?
Oh, right! I made a new friend!
What? A friend? Bullshit.
No, it's true!
John, this is so unlike you. You don't have fucking friends. None of us do. We're a bunch of total losers.
Same! I know that, but today's a different story. I think I might be branching out a little socially. Like, turning a corner and becoming a valid, legitimate person while on his way to adulthood.
Ugh.
Come on, Dave, why can't you just be happy for me?
Fine. So you're hanging out with this person right now?
Yes, he's in my room, rummaging through my stuff. He's quite the character.
Who is this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I couldn't handle that.
He is not cooler than you. Nobody is, Dave.
Okay, thank God.
Aw, that's precious.
So tell me about him.
Well, you know the mailman I was talking about earlier?
Yeah?
Well, you see, it's the mailman.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
John? No.
What's the big deal?
Do I even need to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with a fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this?
God, this whole conversation is a disaster and I love
How is
it.
this the good ending?
Well, no, but I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies.
You do realize this is the same guy who likely stole your game and my beautiful present, right? You probably sold him in the black market, or worse, he did something fucked up like flush him down the toilet.
He didn't do that! Dave, it would make no sense to do that! You're being crazy!
Okay, dude, but you're the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your B-day. I'm just looking out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come into your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway?
That's a good question. I don't know. He seems to be sort of ageless?
What?
Dave, that's the thing. He's barely even a person. He's just a friend.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Me too, Dave. Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who appears to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that?
Nothing, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Fine, enjoy your new buddy. It is your B-day after all, so you get to call the shots. So what's next on the agenda? What's he even doing now?
Oh, my mouse is messing up again. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, that is the first time I've seen MSP Reader be mentioned with any kind of pronouns.
Yeah.
Well, gendered pronouns to be
yeah.
specific. Yeah.
I don't know, I think John is not woke yet.
MSP Reader is friend-shaped.
Yeah.
Well,
John is...
Well, it seems...
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I had to clear my throat anyway. Well, it seems you got a little bored while I've been talking to you, and you spread most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything.
Why?
Isn't this exactly what happens in the comic? Where he opens his magic chest and just spreads the stuff on the floor to take a look at them?
Yeah. You ever just stand in your bedroom and think about all your hobbies and examine all your possessions for no reason?
Yeah. And now he's just messing with stuff, like my magic stuff. It's pretty cute. I like this guy.
John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind or anything, but what if this guy isn't even a mailman?
What? Dave, no, I refuse to accept that.
Okay then, genius, tell me this. What is he wearing? You said he has no defining qualities. Well, clothes are defining qualities, so what are they?
Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt. But I didn't want to mention that because I knew how it would sound.
I see. So, no male uniform, no mail bag, no like fucking mailman hat, just no pants.
Yes.
But that's not weird or anything.
I told you, he's like a pet? Shit, that's probably condescending. You know what I mean. A part generic person-y type guy and part like just a fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature? I'm really not explaining this well. The point is, he said he's a mailman, and I believe him because he's my new friend. End of story.
Okay, he's the fucking mailman. I don't even care if you think he's... I don't even care. If you think he's fine, then okay, whatever. So, like, cool. Guess we have a new friend. Do I get to meet the mailman sometime or what?
Yes. That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he's a well-traveled fellow.
You really think he's gonna... You really think he's gonna well-travel his ass 2,000 miles over here to come visit me?
You never know. Mailmen do get around, after all.
Shit, that checks out, actually. Okay, I'm getting kind of excited now.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with all my bedroom crap. I don't want to be a rude host.
Alright,
He wants to be an excellent host.
Of course. Alright, I'm gonna leave you boys to it. Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, Dave. And of course the Dave watermark. Oh, that was wonderful.
Also, I noticed Rita's wearing the bed sheets like the mayor did.
Oh my god,
fun.
he is.
I like that, because the mayor's obviously the best character. So...
I agree. Mailman, come to Houston!
That was good. We did all
that was very good.
that was we did all the John stuff then, didn't we? Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm just thinking, wanna carry on do those or what?
Yes!
That's
I am
fair.
excited to do more.
That's fair.
Unless it's too late for you. I'm okay to stop because I know you're sick.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not too bad to say. I'm past the worst of it. Just gonna have a drink.
The quicker we can catch up to Pesterquest, the sooner I can get back to my Homestuck timeline because I miss it.
Yeah. I think they come out every 2 weeks, don't they? So it shouldn't be long to catch up.
Okay, that's good.
I don't know. Wait, whatever. Let's go for those then.
Rose time.
Something beyond the sky. Who wants to voice those then?
I'll be MSP reader.
Okay. I have no idea what kind of voice for those. I'll just...
You'll make it work.
Will I?
I believe in you.
Let's just see what happens.
I might be clearing my throat a lot though, so just fair warning.
Well, I can hardly complain about that.
Okay. On the advice of your new friend John, you go to visit one of his close comrades. Close only figuratively speaking, since it seems she lives all the way on the other side of the country. That's no problem for you though, since your new powers let you hop anywhere, anytime, even to places that don't exist. Well, you think your problem is that you do that. You just have this distinct metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing that doesn't make sense about friendship, though, and that's exactly what you're about to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is... You check your notes. Rose. This is her house, apparently. Looks kind of weird and modern. It's situated in the middle of the woods for no good reason you can think of. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as ideal friend-making conditions. Still, nothing stops a mailman. Apparently they're a mailman now.
I guess.
Not from delivering mail, nor making friends. Rather famously, rain and other similar weather patterns provide no deterrent to your to the performance of his duty. And there is no duty more important than friendship.
I think they're a little confused about what mailmen do.
Ah, she's so pretty! She's so pretty!
Oh, what happened to my voice? That was weird.
Understandable. Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's your new friend Rose, obviously. There's literally no one else this could be. You introduce yourself. You are the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, nice reference, except recently you accidentally dropped into a sewer, along with all your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her God, I hate that word. Gratuitously in an unconvincing manner.
They're really just going with this.
It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse.
You are not a... Oh, hang on. Yeah, I don't know what kind of voice to do, but... You are not a mailman. Whatever,
Yikes.
I'll figure it out as we go.
Yikes. You are busted almost immediately. You briefly consider whether you should double down on the lie and try to say something mailman-like. Or whether I cannot read today. Or whether the right call is to come clean, since she's clearly too smart for this amateur bullshit. But it's taking a few seconds too long for you to decide, which looks guilty as hell. That's it, the jig is up. You slouch in defeat. You ask her if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if you found out your entire friendship was based on a lie.
You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in the remote wilderness like a creep? Right.
What do we go with?
I say yes.
Alright.
I think
Yes.
go all in.
Yes. That's what you want.
It's an interesting proposition, if for no other reason than its audacity. I admire your resolve in the face of humiliation. This doesn't mean we're friends, though.
Oof. Rough. Well, that's fine. You're hopeful. Your mind is fuzzy, but you think you remember this. I also totally forgot to save before you made the choice, but it's easy to get there anyway.
Yeah.
You're good at this. You're excellent at making people like you through underhanded means. You can't wait to take advantage of this 13-year-old girl's goodwill. Oh dear. Okay, wow. Not like that. Let's not be fucking weird. In fact, let that be the last creepy thought you have for comical purposes. S-grade jokes only. Let's get our brains out of the gutter. Rose raises a thin brow. There's something unsettling about her deep violet eyes. Did I say violent or violet? Deep violet eyes. You're pretty sure most humans don't have eyes like that, but what the fuck do you know? You're a stranger around these parts. Wait, aren't you a human too? Whatever, it's not a big deal. No, not when there are friends to be made. Or something.
Do you want to come inside? Unless I'm interrupting your internal monologue, of course. Far be it from me to ever cut short any sort of nasal-gaving sidebar. It's just ever so slightly wet out here.
You would absolutely love that. If it's not too much trouble, of course. You wouldn't want to put Rose out. You're lying, though. You're 100% fine with being absolutely infuriatingly obnoxious if it means making a friend. Rose purses her lips, considering.
Your predilections towards mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about.
Oh?
He also said that you had certain powers. Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell.
You know what's interesting? The magic thing only happened in the bad end.
Yeah, or...
The magic was not mentioned in the good end.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just... Yeah, they could have just told him about it, but yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real, since that is actually made up.
Is that so? Prove it.
You shrug. Easy enough. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops.
Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess you can do that if she wants. Oh my god, my mouse keeps messing up. Please stop.
Ooh.
Oh!
Here we are.
You zap the two of you inside the big modern house, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom.
It's a good expression.
Yeah.
Oh.
She drops her umbrella.
You really did that.
Rose stands in the center of a room in full rain gear. Her boots track muddy prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic! Rose puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that it's not a thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They're sparkling, you might even say.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go out into the hall. It's not safe.
You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy to just stand here dripping onto her nice clean floor. She leaves the room and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. The bed is unmade, books are strewn over the floor carelessly, and a collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. She's drinking coffee at 13!
Well, I mean, better than Roxy was drinking at 13.
That's true! That's a very good point.
Ooh.
Half-finished knitting projects lie in soft piles all over the room. In fact, there is a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interest who has trouble settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Man, you relate. Not with interest, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. Rose has a number of posters on her walls, although nowhere near as many as your friend John. A calendar hangs beside the window, days ticked off with... My mouse messed up again. Days ticked off... God, stop it! God, I need a new mouse, I'm sorry. Okay. Days ticked off with little X's all the way up to 413, which is circled. Yeah, I'm keeping my mouse out of the game window so it doesn't automatically advance text, because it's clicking on its own.
Huh.
In fact, hold on.
Unusual.
I'm just gonna unplug my mouse and use my laptop pad. Fuck it. Okay, that should be better. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner. 2009. But what the hell do you care about the date? You can make friends any day of the damn week, rain or shine, night or day. Rose sure is taking a while out there. She told you that it wasn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hasn't just been quipping. Maybe she's actually in trouble. What should you do?
Ooh. What should we do?
Because I know her quote-unquote danger is just that her mom is outside, is in the hall.
Yeah. I think we should go look for her then.
Let's look for her. Oh wait, let me save if I forgot to do that last time.
Cool.
Alright, go look for her. You're too anxious to sit still, and you aren't the sort of person who just sits there and wait for friend opportunities to fall into their lap. Better to run headlong into danger, or as much danger as a minimalist upper middle class house in the middle of the woods can offer. Ross has told you that it isn't safe. You creep out into the hallway where a bunch of things happen more or less simultaneously. A deluge of QuickTime events that you had no idea were coming. Last camper! Youth roll, etc. Lightning flashes in a perfect jagged line across the tall window at the end of the hall, followed immediately by a crash of thunder so loud you think the house might be falling down. Abruptly, all the lights go out. Oh, there she is.
Oh.
Another flash of lightning, and for a vestigial fastidious moment, you see a long, thin figure superimposed against the window. You freak the fuck out, jumping about a foot in the air and yowling like a cat. A small hand lands on your shoulder and you jump again.
Calm down, it's just me.
Rose speaks in a normal tone of voice, and it's jarring. The house is echoey and cavernous, and there's just something about a dark house on a stormy evening that makes you want to whisper.
I told you to stay put for a reason. It's too early for my mother to be sauced enough not to notice random strangers in her house, and I don't want to go through the tedious process of explaining who you are.
You have a perfectly understandable reason for why you left, and that reason is that you were lonely. Aww. Rose snorts. Cold! You mean you were cold?
Well, you are soaking wet. Follow me.
She grabs you by the wrist and tows you down the hall. You wonder if you should warn her about the strange wraith-like creature you saw by the window, but you don't want to freak her out. Although her mom might be at risk too. God. Whatever, moms are tough. She'll be fine. This probably isn't the first time she's gone toe-to-toe with a weird Slenderman. This house looks haunted as shit. I am loving this track, by the way. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, I forget what's it... Like, the particular melody. I forget what it's from. You know what I mean? It's a remix of something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's familiar.
I get them all mixed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I recognize it now, yeah. I don't remember the name.
Oh, it's Cabal for Jaspers.
Yeah. Yep. Or what comes to my mind is the theme that plays when you first see the Land of Light and Rain.
Oh yeah, it is that. I think it was remixed a lot. I don't know if Cabal for Jaspers was the first version, but yeah. But,
no, I don't think it is. I don't think it is Crawl for Jaspers, actually.
Oh.
I mean,
oh no, you're right. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was that.
Well, it is very similar sounding, so I understand that. I understand the confusion.
Yeah.
Okay. Pearls brings you to a dark laundry room, then motions you to take off your hoodie, which you do gladly because it is soaking wet.
This is new. A laundry room. I didn't see this before.
Yeah.
It's new law. Those has
oh shit, speaking of laundry, I'm sorry. What? Pause for a quick second, because you just reminded me out of the machine.
Oh, okay.
I totally forgot about that. Okay, I'll be right back. It's right there.
Okay. Look at this, oh, I left the thing up there. Ignore that. We're not... Oh, I'm clicking everything. We're not playing Green Ghost. I was going to, but I couldn't be bothered. Perfect. No one saw anything. Perfect crime. So, how are you all doing? I'm loving this Pesterquest. Good times. I don't know how to fill the dead air. It's never been something I'm good at. You like my break screen? It's good, right? I can change the logo. Look, I got it all slick. I can do oh no, that goes on like hey. Right, I'm just fiddling. Fun times in store? That is good to know. Already had plenty of fun times, but I'm loving this so far. I mean, I knew I would, but like it's good. Oh yeah, Jade route. I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Jade is pretty great. I think I was assigned Jadekin by one of those accounts, like, you know, those accounts like, I follow Jadekin. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Jade is really great. I'm looking forward to it all, but, you know, I have seen Jade Sprite in, like, a thumbnail for this. She's got so much hair. And that is all I know about her route. Come on, laundry. Dirtkin, I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss. Dirtkins are just... They're a strange, slightly intimidating lot. I don't know, I leave them to themselves. Never been assigned kin? You're missing out. I don't know how they decide. I don't know what makes me Jade adjacent, but you know, I can live with that. Liking this music. So I genuinely have no idea how to fill dead air like this. This is why I never like stream stuff on my own anymore, because I don't know. Because this is what happens. Yeah, thanks. To be honest, I should be doing my laundry too. The laundry basket is in it's in my parents' room and they're asleep, so that will have to wait for tomorrow. Good background to sit. Oh yeah, that's glad we could provide. This is good stretching music. This is some lo-fi hip hop beats to chill. Whatever.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, so, I don't know why that scared me so much. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like a cryptid. I just kind of show up.
I was just about to say, good luck with that midterm. Oh, I did stats in A level. It was hard, but I hope it goes well.
I will pray for you. I remember midterms and I do not miss them.
I don't know what midterms are specifically, but I know that
it's basically what it says on the tin is you have a term in college, and a midterm is basically tests you take in the middle of the term. So
I didn't know if it was in college or what. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a college.
Right.
As far as I know, it's a college thing. I don't know about high school because I didn't go to an American high school. But anyway, thanks for coming,
Yeah,
Teal.
thank you for coming. Yeah, see you later. This will be on YouTube if you want to watch it. But yeah, thanks for coming. Good luck with your exam and all that.
I hope you pass. I will pray for you.
I'm sure I will enjoy the rest of it. Thanks. I think I can hear myself a little, like, echoing back also. I don't know if that's something on your end, Karen.
No, I don't hear that myself.
Oh. I don't know.
It seems fine on my end. Well, I mean, I don't know about the stream, but through my own headphones, I hear you just fine. There's no echo.
Right. Well, okay. It seems to have stopped now. But anyway, yeah. See you later. And well,
Bye.
What's the thing? What do I click? There we go. I remember how to stream.
I would like to thank Rose for having a laundry room, for reminding me that I did have, in fact, laundry going.
Well,
I needed to be a responsible adult and take care of my clothes.
how it be sometimes. That's interesting. What's interesting? I don't remember.
MSP Reader had to take off their hoodie.
That's interesting. Oh. The design on the front. Does it mean anything?
Oh, yeah, it is kind of cool. A blue line that zigzags on one end like lightning. Looking at it makes you feel unsettled. You realize Rose is still waiting for a response, so you just hand her the hoodie and tell her no. You're pretty sure it's just an abstract sign. Then you stand there while she tosses the sweatshirt in the dryer, feeling the alarming currents of memory in your bloodstream. You're sure it must be something you forgot to do. You continue to feel weird as Rose hits the dryer button and nothing happens.
You forget Malik. Fuck.
How dare you forget Malik? Such a good boy. She hits the power's out.
Oh yeah.
She hits the button a few more times, as if that will make a bit of difference when the power is out. She presses her thumb and forefinger to the bridge of her nose.
Well, you aren't going to fit into anything of mine.
She leads you down more long, dark hallways. Man, this house is unreasonably huge. You ask Rose if a lot of people live here.
No, it's just me, my mother, and a hoard of liquids not soluble in water. Here, try not to drip on the carpet. Gonna wear her clothes. That's weird.
Her clothes won't fit them.
Yeah.
You aren't sure how you're supposed to manage that, but okay. This room is large and dark, and when Rose parts the curtains, a flash of lightning illuminates a 4-poster bed, a long counter, and a shelf covered head to foot in bottles. Rose vanishes through another door, leaving you to peruse. This is all liquor. Shit, this is a lot of booze.
Here, I'm not sure what you'd want to wear, but this should work until the power comes back on and we can dry your clothes.
Rose hands you a long silk robe.
She won't miss this. I don't think she's ever worn it. She has this whole closet full of fantastic clothes that she never puts on.
You take the robe and go into the large master bedroom. It's kind of a mess. The tub looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The robe gives you the same knotted feeling of familiarity that looking at your hoodie did. Yeah. But you put it on anyway. It's a relief to get out of your wet clothes. You hang them on carefully on the shower rod. I'm sad now.
I want to do a cosplay sometime of MSPAV does nothing except a bathrobe.
You gotta make it even better by just putting on like that rainbow drinker serum or whatever it was to make you glow. When you head back out into the bedroom, you find Rose standing in front of the wall of liquor. She's holding a bottle of Grey Goose and squinting at the label like she's trying to read the nutrition facts.
I've often wondered what exactly the merits of consuming this are. It tastes quite literally like burning.
She opens the bottle, and before you can protest that she is by no means a legal drinking age in wherever the fuck you are, she puts the bottle to her mouth and takes a sip. She splutters. Rose, no!
What's Grey Goose? Is that... It's vodka, isn't it?
I want to say yes. I am not all that familiar with alcohol.
I mean, shouldn't be drinking anything, but definitely not vodka.
Yeah.
Blah. That's terrible.
You could have told her that. Straight vodka, that is vodka, isn't for the uninitiated. Even fancy vodka. You take the bottle from her. She hesitates for a moment, then lets it go. Rose, no!
Straight from the bottle, too? What are you doing?
So this is when it really starts. You set it back on the shelf. This really is, quite an impressive liquor cabinet. Liquor wall. Liquor room. Her mom just must really have a refined palate.
Don't strain yourself. You can say it. What's the point of mincing words? She's a fucking alcoholic.
Wow. This is intense. You're not sure if you're prepared for something this heavy. You were kind of counting on some silly shenanigans, maybe a couple funny jokes. You aren't cut out for this. You get the feeling that at some point you might have been cut out for this? You might have been... Oh, wait, whoops. Go back. How do I go back on a laptop pad?
Oh, it
doesn't matter. I can look at the log.
Oh yeah, I think that there should be. Whatever.
You get the feeling that at some point you might have been cut out for. You might have been the sort of person your friends or potential friend could count on. There we go. In fact, you know on some level this is true, but whenever you try to nail down any sort of specifics, you find a gaping lacuna in your experiences. It's all just white noise. Rose's shoulders slump as she stands surveying her mother's bottles.
She doesn't even have the decency to hide her distasteful habits. Who needs an entire wall of liquor bottles? She doesn't have people over. She doesn't have any friends.
This is gonna get sad, isn't it? It's already sad.
Yeah. This is all just for me. Just more of a passive-aggressive act as a femme fatale 1950s housewife with a death wish. It's just like the wizards.
Wizards?
Here we go. Don't worry about it. You know how long it's been since I've had a home-cooked meal? I'm not saying that I require or even deserve a lovingly crafted culinary masterpiece every time I sit down to eat. That's going a bit far. I know John complains about being plagued by fatherly concern every chance he gets. He is overwhelmed by pastries whenever he ventures from his room. I'm glad my mother doesn't poke her considerable nose into my private affairs. She doesn't have a nose, does she?
Oh my god, I just realized this problem is not from my mouse because it's still happening. Oh god, okay.
Oh, no.
I think Windows Update messed up my mouse somehow. And I'm talking within my laptop. I'll deal with that later.
There was a physical hole in a document, thank you.
I am very glad that it's not my actual physical mouse because I bought this thing like 2 weeks ago and I would have been really mad if I already had to replace it. Also, hello!
Yes.
Welcome!
Hello. Sorry, I forgot to say that.
Oh, good, thank you for explaining that. I've not heard of that word until now. Okay. Okay.
Speaking of Windows updates, mine's trying to update now. My computer's trying to restart to update.
Hopefully it doesn't mess up your mouse. Okay. Rose.
Oh, is it Rose? What?
Yeah, that was the next line.
Oh, I think we skipped. Yeah, okay.
Did we?
I think I was one behind.
Okay, yeah.
I told you. Don't worry about it.
I want to give Rose a hug. But you will worry about it. You worry about all of your friends. All 2 of them. Rose smiles with half of her mouth. It seems to be about all she can manage. Give her a fucking hug. Lightning crashes. She looks so small and sad against this wall of bottles. You know how to fix this. Thunder rolls and you clench your fist. A friendship clench. You don't know who you are, you don't know why you're here, but you do know that surely you have these powers for a reason. And what better reason than helping a poor young girl with her troubled home life? Rolling up your floppy sleeves, you get to work.
What are you doing?
You start with the dark liquors first. In your experiences, those cause worse hangovers and are likely to contribute to the absence of hot motherly meals and the overconsumption of oatmeal. You grab 2 bottles of rum and one of bourbon, which you tuck in one armpit. Then you zap out of the house and into a clearing in the nearby woods a couple hours ago before it started raining. You drop the bottles and go back for more. I don't think this is a very good idea.
Yeah,
this is not a good idea.
Are you just stealing all of my mother's liquor? Is this your solution to her alcoholism?
Don't worry, Rose can thank you later.
This isn't how it works.
It's not a good idea! Reader, no! You go for the tequila next, then the vodka, then you get sick of this organized approach and just start grabbing whatever fuck and dumping in the past. I like that she has a flip phone. Rose watches you do this for a while. It is 2009. Rose watches you do this for a while, then she hops up on the counter, crosses her legs, and starts texting. Wow, she's really so intent on a conversation that she isn't even noticing you fixing her domestic situation. She keeps giving you little fleeting looks, and you're pretty sure she must be talking about you. You should just let her talk. It isn't right to try to invade your friend's privacy. You attempt to resist the temptation, which you fail at immediately. Not even an overused meme can save you. You sat behind her on the counter where you can spy on her private correspondence.
Dude.
I'll be Jade.
I don't know
anything. I am made. Huh?
I was just gonna say, you asking to be Jade was how we ended up streaming this in the first place.
Right. Well, I was honestly made to be Jade. I don't know anything about them, I'm sorry.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication. Whatever. I'm recently considering a re-evaluation on magic.
You don't know who this person is. Maybe you should just... You go back in time a couple minutes to when Rose started her conversation. Your past self is busily zapping back and forth, carrying liquor bottles. You hunker down so you don't see yourself. You hunker down so you don't see yourself and cause a paradox or whatever the fuck.
This is an irresponsible use of these powers.
Right?
Out of a morbid curiosity to shine a light on my future, I come with metaphorical hat in hand to ask you to consult your dream clouds. Do you happen to know anything about a strange cardboard cutout creature masquerading as a mailman? Are you sleeping?
Sorry, I had to scold back. What? Ah, my mouse! Stop! Oh god,
What happened?
I just got the error, oh god. I just got the error for trying to look at the log.
Oh.
So that happened.
Actual error?
Actual error. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Hold on.
Oh god.
I'll be right with you.
It's weird just going back to, the kids like on Earth, just
I
these
miss
kinds
them
of
so
conversation. Much. Yeah. It's good. I am loving this.
Fast forwarding. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely adoring this.
I miss these
I also
kids.
I love this art so much.
Oh yeah, Everyone is adorable.
It just made me just realize how much I miss these kids.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like the epilogues, but I don't know, actually seeing them again is something different, you know?
Yeah. Also, I am back now. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I had to scroll back. The sentence is typed weird. Oh, I had to scroll back. He's been acting really weird all of a sudden. Anyway, is this the same mailman that John was talking about? The fake one who hung out with him?
That's the one. They're currently emptying my mother's liquor cabinet in an attempt to prevent her from overindulging herself.
Oh, you know, they're right. John is the only one who gave them pronoun. The gendered pronoun.
I think, like I say, John's just not woke enough yet.
Yeah, that's true. He is at that point.
Really, eventually I'll realise he's a trans girl and then it's all good.
Yes, eventually June will awaken.
Yeah.
Oh, are they drinking it?
No, I think they're just dropping it into the woods with their magic powers.
Oh! Did they know that she could just go out and buy more liquor? That's something you can do where you live, right?
Yes. Well, not exactly where we live. I think the nearest boozery is a good 20-minute drive. I'm not actually entirely sure where my mother got it all. We don't own a car, as far as I know. Sometimes it seems like she has the ability to just magically make things appear.
I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
Also, your Jade voice is good. You're alright.
Thank you. Listen, when I was in college, my late girlfriend always told me that I am basically Jade because anytime, like, I would stay up a lot because of, college, and so sometimes I would fall asleep in the middle of conversations, and because of that, she would call me Jade.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication, as I am recently considering a re-evaluation on magic.
I'm still pretty sure magic is fake. At least the kinds of magic you're talking about. There's probably some real magic out there somewhere.
Yes, for instance the sort that lets you spy on your hostess's private correspondence while you were stealing her mother's libations.
Welp! Whoops! You freeze. With a contrite zap, you reappear in front of Rose. She sets her phone down and props her chin up on a delicate fist. Sorry, you honestly don't know what got into you. You just couldn't resist using your powers for evil.
Haven't you heard that with great power comes great responsibility?
Rose is right. She's totally right. You've only had this power for like a day, and so you still aren't used to the idea of being able to just zap all over the narrative. Clearly you did not appreciate the implications.
Zapping all over the narrative sounds potentially stressful.
Oh, you bet. You are incredibly stressed right now.
Let's see where this is going.
Rose laughs. You apologize to her for stealing all of her mom's drinks. That was quite a result of you.
No, actually, I thought it was hilarious. I've never really been one for pranks. That's always fallen more in John's wheelhouse. But there's nothing wrong in occasionally stepping outside of one's comfort zone. Let's do the vodka next.
The two of you working together gets the place cleared out pretty quick. You zap Rose along with you to the bright clearing in the field, and for a moment she just stands in the sunbeam, blinking up at the cloudless sky. Her expression says she still might not be totally convinced any of this is happening. When all the liquor has been transferred from the bedroom to the woods, in a big glittering dragon's hoard of booze, you and Rose fall down next to it in a messy heap. Well, you fall into a messy heap. Rose lowers herself daintily, sitting more on her knees and butt, probably to keep her skirt from getting dirty. You get the idea that even though she lives in the middle of nowhere, she doesn't spend a ton of time outside. You tell her again that you're sorry you spied on her correspondence with her green friend Gigi. Also, you hope she isn't going to get in trouble with her mom.
I'm not unduly concerned. I'll tell her where it all is in a couple of days, although by that time I'm sure at least a good third of it will be water damaged. I'm sure this will have fantastic implications for our relationship, and not at all exacerbate the emotional problems underlying her addiction.
You laugh awkwardly. Well, now you kind of just feel like an asshole. Rose lies back on the grass and raises a hand to trace the curves of a fluffy white cloud. She closes her eyes.
Perhaps it's just projection on my part, or wishful thinking, but ever since I met you I feel like something has changed. Or rather, something has failed to change, if that makes any sense. It's probably nothing.
Her eyes flicker back open, endlessly purple, fixed on the sky like she can see something beyond it. Huh. Okay, and once again you feel that there's something really crucial that you forgot. I'm just trying to remember, when does she start seeing meteors in the sky? Because a whole bunch of them start raining down near her house.
Yeah.
But at least you've made a new friend. And even if you don't think Rose's brand could, whatever allow her to get Rose's brand, whatever allow her. You're lying in a sunny clearing next to a pile of alcohol, and honestly, it doesn't get much friendlier than that. Good end!
You got the good end first time.
Nice!
That was
Pro gamer strats right here.
Yeah. SGDQ. Pesterquest. Best ending. I guess we'll just go back and get the bad endings now.
I'm gonna have to get to the first choice manually because I forgot to save.
It was really quick. I think if you hold control, it, like, skips through it.
Oh, there's a skip button right there. Okay, yeah.
Oh, so there is.
We're good.
I never noticed. So we say no, we said yes before, didn't we?
Let me just remember. You want me to keep it a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in a remote room looks like a creep? No. Man, you guess today is the day you get owned by teens? She's totally right. What are you doing just wandering up to her house without even calling first? It's just totally disrespectful of her time.
No need to self-flagellate. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future.
No, she's right. You're going. Oh.
Oh, that took a turn.
You zap away, aiming for a spot a half mile away into the woods where you can become properly soaked and miserable. Same. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired. Wait, you remember seeing a big structure off in the distance when you were in front of Rose's house. You figured it was just some sort of office building, but this looks more like a factory. Or a secret research lab. The computers show coordinates on a screen that don't mean anything to you. The countdown clock is frozen on 4:13 because of course it is. All of this has the trappings of a tableau someone set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. It reminds you of pictures of old computers from the 1950s, the ones that took up entire rooms. You bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. You wander through a whole maze of halls and wide echoing rooms that aren't pictured because our art budget is only so big. But take it as a certainty that they are all very mysterious. God, I love it when they do that. Eventually, you circle back to that strange bank of screens. Nervously, you hit a few keys, tap a few fingers against the readouts. Nothing. It's all locked down. You think that if you could only get those screens to unlock, you could unravel the secrets to life, the universe, and everything.
We'll see you later, Miss Rose.
Oh, bye!
Bye.
Thanks for
Glad
coming!
you could come. Yeah. Later.
Or maybe it's your memories you're trying to unlock. Maybe then you'll understand the seething waters of this endless ocean of time and space intertwining in the... Meow. Meow? Meow. Oh. Hello? You turn around expecting a cat, and you do get a cat! A very adorable black kitten, tiny and soft with far more eyes than a cat should have. Aww.
Mewtwo.
I miss Mewtwo.
What happened to Mewtwo? I don't remember.
That's a good question. I don't actually remember.
Yeah. Oh,
But the cat...
got sent off. Oh yeah, it got like sent off on a meteor, right?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, they're on Roxy's meteor. Yeah, so I guess they just loop back around and.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh god damn it! Don't
I
advance yet.
I barely remember.
Oh wait, okay, but the cat isn't the only thing here. A woman in a sleek white lab coat and sensible heels holds the cat, pinning you to the spot with her gaze. Or at least, you assume she is. Her hair is in her eyes and a light is behind her, so all you can see of her face are her painted lips. Sorry ma'am, you absolutely didn't mean to trespass in your secret science lab. And you actually aren't lying, you really did just fuck up this time. The lady puts the cat down slowly, where it rolls on its back and bats its paw playfully in the air. Aw, cats are great. Even mutant cats. I agree. Maybe especially mutant cats?
First thing I'm doing when I get my own place is getting 2 cats.
I want 2 cats myself. Unfortunately, my apartment does not allow pets, so I can't get one. I even have planned for my cats already.
You have what?
I have names planned for whatever future cats I get.
Yeah.
I am naming them Apollo and Trucy, and no one's going to stop me.
Yes. Good. Okay, you gotta get 2 so they can be friends. Then also friends with you.
I would like them to be siblings to make it even better. But we'll see if I ever make that work. This little guy should have a name. You think you'll name them Cryptid McWhiskers? Yeah, Cryptid McWhiskers is a great name. How many names has this cat gotten?
I want to say this is the 3rd.
Vodka Mutini, Captain Meowgan Spangler?
Dr. Meowgan
Spangler, right. And now this. In fact, you can't imagine anyone ever naming this cat anything else. You held out a hand to Cryptid McWhiskers and wriggle your fingers. It rolls onto its back onto its feet and saunters over to you. Oh, yeah. It is as soft and fluffy as it looks, and its 4 eyes blink up at you with utter trust. At least this kitty will be your friend. Aww. The ominous clack of heels on cement reminds you that you and Cryptid McWhiskers are not alone. While you were busy with the kitty cat, the very intimidating, well-coiffed lady has walked over to the bank of screens. She presses a button, and it must have some sort of fingerprint recognition or retinal scanning, or maybe she's just better at things than you are. Because it works for her.
She just doesn't care.
On the floor, a few feet from you, is a round gray protrusion. A platform on the floor. You saw it earlier, but you had no idea what it was for, so you just ignored it. What you don't understand can't hurt you, right? You think that's probably right.
I'm invincible,
The intimidating lady presses a button on the screen, mouth turning up at the corners. There's a pumpkin! Nice. A flash and a...
just a photo.
Like that is, it's just a photo, yeah. It's just a stock pumpkin. Well, they did talk about their low budget, so I understand. A flash and a pop, like the pressure in the room changes. You feel it in your eardrums. A pumpkin appears on a round gray platform. Fuck!
I didn't expect it to actually talk. Oh.
Same! You aren't really sure what she's trying to say here. Making a pumpkin appear out of thin air is impressive, but it probably would have been more so if you hadn't been popping in and out of its existence all day. It's gonna take more than a pumpkin to impress you. Pumpkin. What pumpkin? What pumpkin?
Of course.
Oh!
Oh, hello.
Okay. Lady shakes her head and hits another button. The pumpkin vanishes and in its place is a tiger. Also, sorry, I just kind of gave myself a role of Roxy.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Yes, you heard that right. A whole-ass tiger. Orange and black, big teeth and big paws. For a second, the two of you just look at each other. Honestly, the tiger might be more shocked than you are. Kinda sucks to think about. One second you're just chilling on the savannah, mauling antelopes, drinking at the watering hole, and next you're in a secret lab in upstate New York, staring down a very unappetizing looking protagonist. Oh no! I see what's happening.
You did manage to find like a surprise looking tiger stock photo.
Oh god!
That's impressive.
Oh god. Apparently you're appetizing enough for it to want to get a taste, though, because it looks from you to Cryptid McWhiskers and back again. Then it charges.
Oops.
You try to book it out of there. Lady in a lab coat looms up in front of you. She's saying something. Oh, goddammit. My mouse again. She's saying something. You strain to hear her. The tiger's right behind you. Wait, god. Hold on. The tiger's right. Oh god, what? No. I keep pressing the wrong button because fucking trackpad. She's saying something. You strain to hear her. The tiger's right behind you. The lady or the tiger? At the last minute, you remember you have magic powers, and you choose the third option, teleporting the fuck out of there. Oh, not again. You just stepped into yet another unknown building. Although from the view out the window, you think you might be in Rose's house. Also the fact that Rose turns the corner in the hallway and stops short, still in her rain gear. Her eyes are very wide. You wave awkwardly. That snaps her out of it. She stands up straight, sliding easily from shock to superiority.
So you thought you'd just let yourself in? After wasting my time mumbling about the mail, a gaudy display of manipulative self-recrimination, and then popping out of existence to leave me asking myself if I'd finally lost my mind.
You hadn't meant to do any of that. Especially not that last part. She isn't losing her mind unless both of you are losing your minds together. Rose looks you over. Finally, she seems to decide that you are for real.
Your predilections toward mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about.
Oh?
He also said that you had certain powers. Are we just back into
we did just read that, yes.
Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell.
Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real, since that is actually made up.
I'm not sure if this is actually looping back into the... I guess we'll see.
It's totally not, because we were not in her house when when we were having this conversation. We were outside.
Yeah, it is still different. So if it becomes exactly the same, then I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
She's still got her umbrella open. Hey, doesn't she know that's bad luck?
Luck is also fake as hell. You say you can do magic. Prove it.
But she just saw you vanish out in her front yard.
Like I said, I could be losing my mind.
She could be losing it now at this very minute, but you see no point in arguing. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops.
Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that if she wants. Zap! You open your eyes and find when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom. I wonder if it is just looping back, and there is no bad end.
Maybe
or rather, I mean, yeah, there's a bad end, but no first bad end.
I'm just gonna skip ahead without actually reading it to see where it goes.
Okay.
Where's the... Oh, that hotkey doesn't work anymore.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't, like... Oh, okay, here we go. Never mind. I just pressed the fast forward button.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, just remember to click on it again so it's not saying scooping in the corner.
Oh, I see. Oh, and then... Oh, I was pressing control, but it... I don't know. But yeah, it looks like it's the same now, so I guess we'll go from here for the other... for the bad ending.
Yeah, guess so.
What was it? Stay put. Yeah.
Yes. Your patience pays off almost at once. Rose is back and looking significantly more put together. Also, she's brought you a towel.
Here. I'm not overly attached to anything in here. It's mostly just childish nonsense I haven't yet bothered to rid myself of. But I'd appreciate it if you tried not to drip on any of the notebooks.
She has changed out of her raincoat and boots, and she's dressed in a neat black skirt and a white shirt with a purple blob thing with tentacles. What is it with these kids in their blob shirts?
Valid question. Now that's dealt with. Please sit down.
She crosses her legs. You suddenly feel like you're at a job interview. Oh my god, I see what's coming. Friend interview. You wish you were a little less damp.
Actually, let's switch places.
You're still pretty wet. You don't want to get her bedspread messed up.
Don't worry about it. That's what washing machines are for. Now, let's talk about magic. Which up until now, I have always taken for granted as something being confined to storybooks.
Rose takes a wistful look towards her bedroom window, grayed over and blurry with raindrops. You get the feeling that she's doing it for effect. Maybe that's why she wanted you to switch places with her.
And then comes you, the not a mailman with a penchant for showing up and attempting to make friends with unwitting children.
Well, fair. She's got you there. But honestly, she might be a child, but she really doesn't seem to be unwitting. On the contrary, she's really quite witty.
I'm glad you noticed.
She folds her hands and clears her throat. You'd think that if she had any notes, she would be shuffling them.
And so the question remains, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Or are you a wizard? We've already established that you are not a public servant.
Is there a difference between a witch and a wizard?
Of course there is, but exactly how specific of a difference can vary. According to some works of fiction, a wizard is just a witch's male counterpart. But in certain mythologies, for instance Arthurian legend, the difference appears to be class-based. Wizards reside at court and are classically trained, while witches are self-taught and run wild through the forest. I won't deny that those differences tend to often be gendered as well.
You ask her which one she is, a witch or a wizard?
Me?
Rose shifts, uncrossing and recrossing her legs. You shrug and say that she just seems to know a lot about them. Yeah, for someone who claims that she hates wizards, know your enemy and all that.
I know a thing or two, but can I tell you a secret?
Oh my god, Rose. She has no idea how much you would love to hear her secret.
I find them, wizards I mean, utterly reprehensible. They disgust me. Everything from their foppish robes to their grizzled beards. It's my mother who is the wizard enthusiast in this house. Although...
She glances from side to side, theatrically. Most of the things Rose does seem to be, at least a little bit theatrical. She kneels on the carpet beside the clutter of books.
I don't show these to many people. Actually, I haven't shown them to anyone. Is she gonna make us read the wizard fic? I don't want to do that.
Not even John? John seems to be a pretty cool guy. Definitely a guy worth sharing a few secret notebooks with. Rose laughs.
No, I haven't shown them to John, and I've only shown Strider to punish him.
You nod, pretending that you know who this Strider person is. You're a totally normal dude with an absolutely ungodly number of friends. A shadow moves through the center of you, a trembling moment of deja vu. You do have a lot of friends, don't you? That feels true. But the only people you know here are John and now Rose. Weird. You try to put it from your mind and listen to Rose again. She's still talking about this mysterious Strider, flipping through one of the journals too quickly for you to see anything specific. Only that it is full from cover to cover.
As if my modest writings are the sole source of homoerotic tension in his life, when his brother is the one who insists on filling their home with assorted dick butt for ironic purposes.
I get it. That's a Casey Green reference, and also, I also get it. Rose rolls her eyes. Oh boy, you missed the beginning of that. It probably made way more sense than it seemed like. Rose is searching through her notebooks, checking markings on the spine that seem to be some sort of cataloging system of arcane symbols.
Where is... oh, right.
She does something quick and complex with her fingers, and another notebook pops into existence and falls into her lap. You gape. She really is a wizard.
What? It's just a Silodex. A child could use one. Here.
Oh my god, they're finally using the Silodex again!
Yeah, it's always sort of not talked about magic thing.
Yeah.
You just can summon things out of thin air. I never really thought about how that looks.
Yeah. This notebook has a couple drawings in it, but most of it is filled with small, neat handwriting in lavender ink. Is Rose writing a book?
No, don't be silly. I'm writing 4 books at least.
Wow.
5, depending on whether I decide to flesh out Karl Mass's backstory. It isn't strictly necessary, but it does add a certain amount of valuable character insight, which renders their actions in later volumes more sympathetic. Not that I need all of my anti-heroes to be sympathetic. I'm just thinking of what the literary reviewers would say.
You nod. Smart. You never would have thought of what the literary reviews would say. She is honestly pretty impressive for someone her age.
Age has nothing to do with it. But don't get carried away, it's only a rough draft.
You ask her if you can take a look. She hesitates, but you doubt she would have shown it to you if she didn't want you to look.
What the hell? If you can't trust a strange spherical infant you met outside in the rain, who can you trust?
Right? Your thoughts exactly. Rose hands you the notebook and you open it at random, letting fate guide your hands. Oh my god.
Oh no. Friglish bothered his beard as if unkinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would pass the exhibitor's nervous compulsion, behaviour to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves on their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity even, if they didn't do it all the time. Standing in line at the bank, shooing squirrels and bird feeders, few occasions were safe. Zazapan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in his coriaceous old man palms. It was a human bone, not striking in the tale it told alone, so much as that told by the thousands like it festooning the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of a decadent dessert, like one of Smarnie's formidable custard trifles wobbled out on wheels for the holidays, to the dismay of a small nation. "You're certain of this?" asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was in fact immersed in meaningful contemplation.
I can't believe this.
I'm afraid I'm becoming more so with each terrible tick groused by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck. If it wasn't clear, Friglish wore a cloak Zazapan didn't care for. It was magic. The massacre of Sneers Nelf was not as written.
Sneers Nelf. I'm wondering if that's a reference to something.
That was fun.
Wow, this is pretty dense, but smart. You stroke your own imaginary beard and pretend to ponder the deeper meaning. Yes, intriguing. Zazapan and Friglish. Clearly there is some history there.
Yes, clearly. What the two of them shared went beyond simple romance. That's why it has gone so spectacularly sour.
Rose is becoming increasingly more animated as she tells you about her gay wizard OCs. Gay wizard OCs. Like, she is far more interested in... That's a mood, though.
Understandable. They share an intellectual bond, a mutual dedication to knowledge and the preservation of such. The goal of the learned is to amass their wisdom and keep it from general dissemination into the main populace of wizards. They feed it to their apprentices in dribs and drabs. Of course, this will eventually lead to ruin.
Of course. You flip further in the book, searching for the part where it leads to ruin. Ruin sounds interesting. Oh my god, there's more.
Zazapan knew he would see his wayward apprentice again, knew it like he knew the tide would turn and the sun would blaze to its zenith as each inexorable day passed. Now they stood diametrically opposed across an overgrown chessboard. His apprentice's eyes were hidden behind dark glasses, but Zazapan knew that if he could see them, they would be riddled with the madness of the void. Kalmasis wasn't here for justice, or for revenge. They were here exclusively because Zazapan had something they wanted. Something they were owed.
You flip through the notebook, checking out the drawings. There are lots of wizards, each more bearded and venerable than the last. One of the pictures, the most recent maybe, since it's on the very last page of the journal, is one of two young wizards. Twins, maybe. They have gray hair and are wearing slick green suits and are standing back to back with their arms entwined, staring into the middle distance. It's very anime. You compliment Rose on her artistic prowess.
Yes, thank you. They're alright. I'm a much better writer than I am an artist.
You tell her you think she's really good. Way better than you. You're absolutely positive she's going to be famous one day.
I appreciate the encouragement, even though I know you're just trying to flatter me due to your strange thirst for affirmative experiences. John told me all about that.
Damn. Busted. But you really do think she's talented.
It's fine. It's not as if my social calendar is overfull out here in the middle of the woods. But don't tell anyone I said that I don't have many friends. And don't tell him I've been drawing. He'd be insufferable.
He?
Never mind.
You sure Rose that secrets are safe in handbag or journal? You're really excited about your new friend, if you might be so bold, and her wizard stories. Although, wait. Hadn't she said that she hated wizards?
What's your point?
Well, you're no expert on wizards or on Rose, but it seems like she actually does seem to like them. Because she has several notebooks full of wizard fiction. You aren't trying to get, like, real here, but maybe it's possible her mom isn't the only one in the family who likes wizards? Rose pulls her book out of your hands. That and the rest of the books vanished into thin air. Oh, right. That must have been that... What did she call it? Celodex? She doesn't look angry exactly, but the lines around her mouth and eyes that softened as she talked about her book have hardened back up. Her eyes glitter menacingly. Here comes the bad end.
Oh, is that right, Freud? Well, why don't you diagnose me?
Oh, hey. Wow. You weren't trying to be condescending or what?
Clearly. Were you aware that it is a common psychological phenomenon for an individual to react to trauma by creating fictional representations of that which has caused them bodily harm or emotional dismay?
Oh my god, Rose.
To suggest that the portrayal of those fictional renderings somehow condones them or supports them is absolutely absurd.
Oh my god. So what she's trying to say is that she draws wizards to cope. Rose rises regally to her feet. The lightning turns her into an ethereal silhouette.
What I'm saying is that I don't need to justify my fictional predilections to you or to anyone else.
No, she's totally right. You're sorry that you suggested she might like wizards. It was horribly presumptuous and not at all the way a friend should act. You are so sorry. You promise it will never happen again.
No, I don't suppose it will.
It's probably just because Rose's hair is such a pale blonde, but it almost looks like she's glowing in the dim bedroom, like light behaves a little differently around her than it does on everything else.
Would you look at that? It appears the vein has lightened up a bit.
The rain is hitting the window so loudly you're actually having trouble hearing her.
And your point is? You can just zap yourself out. Sorry.
He's being kicked out?
Yeah.
They're being kicked out.
You can just zap yourself out to where the weather is drier. Fuck off.
Welp! Bye. Go stab yourself. Well.
Yeah, said the wrong thing there.
Yep. That was a bad idea.
Ah, that was good.
That was very good.
I think that's probably a good, good time to leave off. You think?
Yeah. This was a very good session.
Yeah, that was. I'm loving this.
It's fantastic so far. I'm so excited to see Dave and Jade, my two babies.
Well, next week.
Yes. I will be here next Saturday.
Good. I'm sorry that I can like check what date this came out and listen to PGM Pod up to that at least.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Over.
That's true. Yeah. I like to listen to Peter and Bob when I'm at work. It's a good distraction, so
yeah,
I'm probably going to end up doing that.
Yeah.
When did these come out?
I
remember John's came out the week I left.
John and Mo's actually I think came out at the same time. That's like a
yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so Dave and Jade's. When did they come out?
I think they come out every 2 weeks. I did look at the dates before, but I don't remember exactly.
The 18th.
The 18th.
Actually,
18th
I have.
Was... Wait, I can look.
Yeah, it actually looks like Jade came out recently, like this Wednesday.
Right. So I think
I
think they are every 2 weeks then, which means if we do Dave and Jade next week, we'll be caught up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can make that work.
Rad.
Yeah.
I am down for that.
I am definitely. So yeah. Thanks to everyone who came out, although I don't think anyone is still watching actually. But
that's alright.
Yeah.
We still had fun.
Yeah, it was quite a long stream, so and obviously it'll be up on YouTube, so thanks for watching if you're on YouTube as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go look at that fake error and see what I find.
Oh yeah. Me too. Goodbye.